Oh my gosh, look at that.
Don't look at these ugly.
All right.
In fact, I better take them. I've even got the oil pumped up, the oil in
See
it.
it. Look at that.
So he's ready, just about ready to roll. I'm going to take it down off of here and put the clutch and the flywheel and everything on it, put the tranny on it, then I'll just put the whole deal in all at one time. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. Should work good, I hope. We get it in there and get it fired up, we can tell how good it's going to be.
Well, that's the day we really have to be here for that, you know.
Yeah, well, I won't start it unless you're there.
That'll be magic.
Still got to do, my tires, I got a lot of tires, but they're all dry rotted.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if they make them anymore or not. I got to check around and see. They're old Hoosiers.
Hoosier.
They look good, but there are a lot of cracks in them. I hate to be driving it around and have it blow out.
Yeah, I don't want you into the wall.
No, I don't intend to do that.
Yeah, we edged the panels. Last week we did that.
Is that normal? I mean, did you just...
Nah, it's something different, just to make it look nice.
It's actually bed liner material
Spray and bed liner.
with the powder coat over the top of it.
Oh, gosh.
Well, we don't have, if you take a look at this side, you'll see. Good, this is going to be our way to done.
That's a little slippery.
Those are a lot better. Now you can see the
Oh, yeah.
there, and that looks pretty. This is one of the final fits. One of the many final fits. Before we get it dialed in right. In your absence, we really have been
I've been
doing
noticing.
a lot of fitting and the trunk fenders. I wish you were here with the camera then.
Yeah.
The fenders. So was it, you know what? If it wasn't for Bucky and his good memory,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known what the heck we did on this thing because he orchestrated all that back then to try to fit 72 fenders to a 69 box.
But you've got to work with the back end of the car towards the front.
Right.
We centered the opening of the quarter panel over the wheel and went from there.
Right.
This is what we're doing right now. We started the quarter panel, we got to fit the door to it, the door skin, and of course the fender to that. Last night we cut our radius in the fenders
Wow.
and we folded it over so we can have proper clearance for the tire to turn back and forth. So that's what we're up against right now. Fitting the quarter, the door, and fender.
Will you actually try to fit the door now? I mean, is this
Right. Yep.
right now?
That's next. The rear axle, we don't know if it's off center or not. The wheelbase is different. We tram gauged it. This side is, what, 3/4 of an inch longer. So we called in the expert, Sammy.
Is that right?
Yeah, he came down there. I told you today
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the phone, if he were here, he would have really seen something.
Yeah.
An 80-year-old guy working like a 40-year-old guy. He's under there. I said, let me help you. Get out of here. He's drilling out the holes and doing everything. So we had to drop the leaf spring to recenter the center bolt
Right.
back so we could center it into here. We didn't measure, we didn't tram it, but I bet you it's right on the money now. So we don't know why. Something happened over the years.
The car is
in all these-
actually longer on this side than it is the other side as far as wheelbase.
Is that right?
About an inch.
Yeah.
So like John,
And that's not by design. It's just a fact.
Something happened.
something, the car's bent someplace.
Sam Dill. We all else.
We centered the rear axle into the opening of the quarter panel.
Right.
Simple as that.
Because back here, it was it was tight in the back. Remember what?
Right with that.
It was tight way in the back. It was
How
almost
much gap
touching.
in the front?
We had a huge gap in the front, so we had to move the axle forward. Sammy did it. You know, we basically watched him.
Yeah.
He was under there with a torch and the drill, and if I have his energy level in 5 years from now. Our style line doesn't look too bad. It's good. It's got about the right angle. Yep. This here's got to come back out. It's concave.
trying to fit the valance panel
Okay.
to both fenders. Kind of a shield for anything that
Right.
might go against the radiator.
Yes. No fit.
I have a problem with the part. This is the old valance panel, right?
Right.
We had cut it and overlapped it because it was too wide for me.
For the car.
So we may have to alter that one similarly, but maybe not.
Is it gonna make any sense to cut it down the middle, put it on, and adjust it, and then we'll tack it where we have to? That way?
And this is,
Does it? I think they invented chiropractors, you know?
I'm just thinking,
Just pushed it around.
it just swelled it out. See how it swelled out? If we were pushing on it.
Oh boy. I don't like the way it swelled out.
It's not bad. Right there.
We'll probably do it.
Very good clip.
Like Mariano Rivera. Coming in the ninth inning,
Yeah, that's right.
looking for the save.
That's right. I'm gonna work on trying to get this back corner a little better here.
Yep.
Try to make it so there's no gaps there. So we can start working on the back end. Yeah, I'll try to make the car square. Oh, right now I'm just trying to build a brace to keep that quarter panel from vibrating around.
Yep.
So we kind of fabricating a piece here. I'm just trying to final fit it so we can weld it in place.
Here it is.
Get on there like that.
We have the gap fenders, extra fenders, well,
Trying to get this last piece of the bumper to fit. You know, kind of see where we stand with everything. A little bent up from before, but a little bit of hammering, we can make it work.
not bad. The gap isn't bad. We're nuts, but the gap isn't bad. The bottom should be okay. Once we clamp it in place, we'll leave it for now.
Sure.
We'll do a couple more final fits. Those final fits, you know?
Make it together, right?
About 10 of them per panel.
Well, good night. Interesting night.
Interesting. We didn't make too much headway, but at least we're...
Well, I think we did.
Did we?
I honestly think we did.
Oh, that's good.
So what's the next? It's always important to know what's the next phase here. So we're,
Once we get the valance panel tacked together, we're going to start welding the doors and quarter panels together, tack the fenders together.
I think what Bucky alluded to earlier is we got to start in the back
right.
because those are non-adjustable and go forward in each panel and tack it in place, done.
Yeah.
And that's why we edge the inside of the panels because once they get tacked, they're not coming off
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
It's done. Then we wait for Mike to come back, you know. Then he could show us what to do next. Come on, Mikey, where are you, buddy? We need you. We need you.